Hi friends, I'm here with another yoga offering. As always, please do what feels right for you. You might end up skipping things or changing things or doing your own thing so that you're taking good care of your body. Let's begin on our backs. You can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Spread out. Close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And begin to slow down your breath. Settling into the support behind you. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out long through your fingers and toes. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands. The heels of your feet, getting as long as you can. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, maybe a little jiggle or rock. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle, a couple of big circles, both directions. And bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. You might check that the back of the neck is long, shoulders are dropped. Let's release, bend the knee back in, and draw it across your body for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, letting your fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. Grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close, a little jiggle or rock. Straighten this leg up, and then flex and point your left foot. Circle your ankle, a couple big circles, both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. grounding down through the back of your right leg. Let's release, bend the left knee and take it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a circle, a rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And let's come up to sitting and onto hands and knees. And if you'd like to pad your knees, you're welcome to use a blanket or cushion under there. Hands under the shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under the hips. Let's take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting your head and tailbone arching. And then round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor and then press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just do what feels right. A couple of inches could be plenty. Press up from there. Round. Arch. Dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Round and then sink back to child's pose. Hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. Releasing, letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip. Stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back, taking your time. You might pedal out your feet a little bit. Bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking up the backs of the legs, going back and forth a few times. As you settle onto 2 feet evenly, attend to all the details you are aware of. Spreading fingers wide, outwardly rotating the upper arms, drawing the hips up and back. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot, and feel free to take a sway or shake out here. What is there to let go of? Bending your knees. Let's lower down into a squat malasana. If your heels don't easily come to the floor, you're welcome to widen your stance, turn your toes out, or use some props to be more comfortable, a blanket under your heels or block under your hips. We'll open up the knees using the elbows. As best you can, roll your shoulders back and down. We'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Now engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom. And connecting that up to the top, feeling the full length and space that you take up. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold. Feet back to parallel. If you can, interlace fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders open. Let your arms hang overhead. If this feels too tight, you could instead hold something between the hands, like a strap or scarf or sock. Release the arms all the way down. Plant your hands and let's step back into a high push-up position. Plank pose. Strong core supporting you, underside lifting up, lengthening. And then shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. Come into your back bend. This could be as low or high as feels right for you. Little baby cobra. Maybe coming up higher. You get to choose wherever you are, shoulders down, away from the ears. Nice long neck. And then let's come back to down dog, hips high. From down dog, send your right leg up, as high up as you can. And then bring your right knee forward, pigeon pose, right side. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. You can see if any support is useful, something under your hips or chest or forehead. What is there to release? Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your hip that's in the way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right. And let's slide the left knee forward, half euro on the left side. So make your adjustments so left knee points to the front of the mat, left toes to the back of the mat. Feel free to sit up on something. You could also use a little padding under your ankle. Lean back onto your hands. Tuck your tailbone. Trying to take the crease out of the left hip. And then let's come down as low as feels right. You might stay on your hands. You might explore coming down to just your right elbow. You could come to both elbows. You might come all the way onto your back. And just feel where you are, wherever you are. Breathing deeply. And if you feel anything in your lower back, see if you can lengthen the lower back away, keeping the stretch in your quad and hip flexor out of the lower back. And then to release, lean to the right, straighten that left leg out and give a little rub to your knee, your ankle, working out any tightness. And adjust the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. And then fold over that straight left leg, Janu Shirshasana. You can use your hands to support you on your foot or the floor. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's make our way back to down dog. You can come through a vinyasa if you like. You can also just step back. Moving purposefully, feeling what you're doing. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Pigeon pose. Left side. Scoot back through the right leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. Set up any support that's useful. Adjust the angle in a way that's useful. Releasing. And just keep coming back. Slow, deep breaths. Take your time coming up, feeling each moment along the way. The movement is part of it. The transitions are part of it. You can lean to the left. Slide your right knee forward. Half hero. Right knee to the front, right toes to the back. Lean back, tuck the tailbone. Keep the tailbone tucking. And you might come down onto one elbow. You might try both elbows. Directing the sensation from the hip to the knee. Keep lengthening in that direction. And at any point, you might go lower. You might come higher. So you're staying at your edge, not beyond it. To release, let's lean to the left or roll to the left. Straighten the right leg out. You might give a little rub to your knee or ankle or foot. And we'll fold over that straight right leg, Janushirshasana, using your hands where they're going to best support you on your foot or the floor. Lengthen and fold. One more deep breath here. Make your way back to down dog, feeling what you're doing. So the transition is a time to even out the two sides. How do you want to move to do that? Bringing balance, integrating what you've just done. Let's take a few breaths in down dog. You could also come to child's pose. And let's come all the way to sitting. Extend the legs forward. Taking a seated forward fold. You might reach for your feet or strap around the feet or hands on the floor. Use your hands to support you in the way that it works best for you. Lengthen and fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. And grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold. Elbows could push into the legs, or if it works better for you, you might use your hands or elbows on the floor in front of you. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. And keep the right leg more or less where it is. Straighten the left leg out. Bring your right arm up and over, side bend. You can lean onto your hand or elbow, big yawning stretch through the whole right side. And then let your head fall towards the floor. Take the top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down. Stretching right side of your neck. Keep your head hanging as you press into the bottom hand to come up. And then use that hand to help lift your head. Same thing other side. Switch the legs. As the left arm comes up and over. Big yawning reach. And then drop your head towards the floor. Take the top arm out and down. Pressing down through your left shoulder, stretching left side of your neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to help lift your head. Let's open both legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. You can use your hands on the floor behind you or in front of you, towards length, towards folding. And then walk your hands back up. Lean back, draw the legs in. Let's get set up for a supported fish. Lots of ways of doing this. I like to do it over a couple blocks. You could use blocks, blanket, rolled up yoga mat, stack of books with a towel over it, lots of options. Something is going to go behind your upper back, pretty high up, just low enough so your shoulders can fall off the end of it. And then depending on how high the thing you've chosen is, you may want something else supporting your head. So instead of the chin being way up in the air, the back of the neck is long. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. If the first thing you try isn't working, try something different. In general, if you want more intensity, try something harder and higher. For less intensity, something smaller or softer. So you could go as subtle and small as a little tiny roll of a blanket, or hard and high as a block. See if you can relax into the position you're in. If you can't relax your face and slow down your breath, might mean you've chosen something that's too intense for right now, in which case take it down a notch. And this is a pose you might keep releasing into. If you are relaxed enough here, you might even stay as your final resting pose. This is a great one to just keep letting go. If you're ready to come out of it now or whenever you are, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. And then lean to one elbow, moving your stuff out of your way, coming down. And let's take a supported bridge next. So now we're going to place something under the sacrum. You can lift your hips. Could be a block, bolster, foam roller, stack of books, something. And you can try higher or lower, see what feels right for you. Make sure it's lower than the lower back, so behind the sacrum, top of the hips. And then bring your right knee to your chest, grab hold of the right knee, hug it in as close as you can, and then straighten your left leg, the other leg, and let that straight left leg hang so the front of the left hip gets a nice opening here. And switch, bring your left knee in, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close as you can, and let that straight right leg hang, opening up the front of the right hip crease. And you feel even on the two sides. Come to neutral. So that could be both knees to the chest, both feet back to the floor, or both legs straight, either along the floor or up in the air. And if you need to adjust the height or placement of your props, you can do so at any time. How much can you let go here? And taking all the time in the world to release. So you might pause anywhere along the way, exploring different positions as you come out of the pose. Eventually moving your props. Let's take Happy Baby as a counter stretch. You can grab the soles of the feet on the inside, press your knees towards the floor. Maybe with a little rocking. Feel free to explore with movement. You might try straightening your legs one at a time or together, part way or all the way. And then come back to some neutral shape and check in with your body. What do you need to feel complete in this practice? Is there any last pose or stretch you're needing? Is there any part of your body that could use some attention before you come into your final rest? You might finish with a little self-massage or put on some layers or grab props. anything or nothing. Whenever you're ready, you can spread out, coming into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Letting go of the control of your breath. And letting your body rest back. A few moments of stillness, a few moments of not doing anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles, just waking your body up again. Take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side. Pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Please reach out if you ever have any requests for future classes or offerings. And I appreciate whatever support you're able to extend. Financial contributions are very much appreciated. Venmo, PayPal, Patreon. But also just subscribing to my YouTube channel or liking my stuff on Facebook or sharing with others is a great way to support me. So thank you.